Denmark is leading the way. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.heise here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee. We've got some good news. Denmark have gotten rid of all of their COVID restrictions. They're going back to normal. They've even gotten rid of their COVID passports. That's the real test, if the government can give up that data. You know, if they can give that away. I don't know if the Australians will be that brave, to give up that potential revenue stream. But still, let's have a look, at a few articles. But first, let's jump in here and look at, a little bit about Denmark. We'll start by just an overview of Denmark with regards to their economic complexity and their economy. Now, you can see here, they're ranked 25th in the world. This is from the Observatory of Economic Complexity. They've got 1.07. Let's just say Australia, we're 86th and we're negative. And this is to do with what they're exporting. They're exporting, advanced manufactured goods, where we're exporting iron ore and farm goods. It's kind of the difference. You can see the total exports in 2019 was 104 billion, imports was 98.9 billion. If we scroll down here, we can see the biggest destination is Germany. And what's number 2? The US, it looks like. Not much to China. Number 1 product is packaged medicaments. So we have here, and you've got refined petroleum, pig meat, electrical generating sets, so, a variety of things. We can see what they're importing from. Biggest one is Germany. China's still 7.4%. They've overtaken the US. That's interesting. There you go. So, their trade tanked in 2017, but that data's a bit old. So, this, and how big is their country? What's their population size? Well, 2019, their population was 5.8 million. Okay, 5.8 million. And we all know Denmark, that tiny little country just north of Germany, a stopover on the way to all the Sweden and the other Scandinavian countries. Now, let's have a look at the Johns Hopkins map, or the Johns Hopkins map. They've had 352,000 cases. In the last 28 days, they've had 23,000 cases. In the last 28 days, they've had 49 deaths. Total deaths have been 2,600. So, the vaccination is at 8.6 million. We can see here. Now, their deaths seem to be leveling out at this level, or the cases seem to be leveling out at this level, and deaths haven't really seemed to have, there's not really enough here to call another spike. There's the first wave, second wave, and here's the vaccination that's happening. Oh, you can't see that because of me. There you go. If we have a look at, let's look at the incident rate. What are they sitting at? 6,084 per 100,000 people. What's their case fatality rate or ratio? 0.74%. Okay, so that's giving us a bit of an overview of Denmark, everyone. Which is encouraging. It's encouraging to see. So let's have a look now at this article. This is from news.com.au. Denmark ditches vaccine passports, its last remaining COVID restriction. Now, this is what we want to see. We want to see countries reaching a point where they are ditching all of these restrictions, all of these interventions, and moving from a period of where they're responding to a pandemic, where you've got COVID is just endemic now, and they have to just deal with it. It's going to be a part of life, everyone. This is something, we're the first generation that's encountered it. It's going to be here to stay. And the people that will succumb to it, they're people that will deal with it. It's now part of our lives. And this is what we want to see. We want to encourage this, getting rid of all of this bullshit stepping in the way of our lives and people's ability to just exist. We're going to see that in Australia. Offices are buzzing. Concerts are full. And there are no masks in sight. Well, that'd be good. We've just had the masks extended again here in Queensland. This country with no restrictions says it's on the other side of the pandemic. Okay? With no masks in sight, buzzing offices and concerts drawing tens of thousands, Denmark on Friday ditched vaccine passports in nightclubs, ending its last COVID curb. The vaccine passports were introduced in March 2021 when Copenhagen slowly started easing restrictions. Hearing all of this just makes Australia seem like a complete and utter joke. It really does. Just like a complete joke to how we got this to this point. They were abolished at all venues on the 1st of September, except in nightclubs, where they will no longer be necessary from Friday. I mean, to go into a nightclub here in Australia, you need to get your license scanned. They have to scan your license and keep a record of it. I mean, that's Australia. So we're definitely at the forefront in Denmark, as we have no restrictions, and we are now on the other side of the pandemic thanks to the vaccine rollout. Ulrik Petersen, a promoter at event organizer Live Nation, told AFP. On Saturday, a sold-out concert in Copenhagen will welcome 50,000 people, a first in Europe. Already on September 4th, Live Nation organized a first open-air festival, aptly named Back to Life, which gathered 15,000 people in Copenhagen. This is what we want in Australia, everyone. Being in the crowd, singing like before, it almost made me forget COVID and everything we've been through these past months, said Emily Bendix, 26, a concert goer. Denmark's vaccination campaign has gone swiftly, with 73% of the 5.8 million population fully vaccinated, and 96% of those 65 and older. There you go. You know, not even the 80% they want here in Australia. We're aiming for free movement. What will happen now is the virus will circulate and it will find those who are not vaccinated, epidemiologist Lone Simonson told AFP. Now the virus is no longer a societal threat thanks to the vaccine, he said, who works at the University of Roskilde. According to the World Health Organization, the Scandinavian country has benefited from public compliance and government guidelines and the COVID strategy adopted. Like many countries, Denmark has throughout the pandemic implemented public health and social measures to reduce transmission. But at the same time, it has greatly relied on individuals and communities to comply voluntarily, said Catherine Smallwood, WHO's Europeans Emergency Officer. With around 500 daily cases and a reproduction rate of 0.7, Danish authorities say they have the virus under control. Health Minister Magnus Heunicke, I know I butchered that, has however vowed that the government would not hesitate to swiftly reimpose restrictions if necessary. Now, this is the fear, that this is just going to be another example of overconfidence. Let's hope it isn't. Authorities insist that the return to normal life must be coupled with strict hygiene measures and the isolation of sick people. The WHO still considers the global situation critical and has urged caution. Every country needs to remain vigilant, and when the epidemiological situation changes, Smallwood said. Denmark has said it will keep a close eye on the number of hospitalizations, just under 130 at the moment, and conduct meticulous sequencing to follow the virus. A third dose has also been available to risk groups since Thursday. Simonson said the vaccines have so far provided immunity from variants, but if escape variants resistant to the vaccine were to appear, we would have to rethink our strategy. Christian Nedergaard, who owns several restaurants and wine bars in Copenhagen, said that while everyone is happy about the return to normal life, the situation is still complicated. The memory of coronavirus will fade very quickly from some people's minds, but not from everyone. And for restaurants, this period has sure been a game changer, he said. The industry needs to think about how it can become more resilient. Travellers entering Denmark must still present either a vaccine passport or a negative PCR test, and masks are mandatory in airports. So, there you go, everyone. What's the solution or the takeaway to this one, guys? Well, it's real simple. This is an example that we should adopt here in Australia, and it's encouraging to see. Let's hope it works out. Let's hope the Danes are showing us a path to normalcy. What do you reckon? Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this one in the comments down below, guys. And make sure to join me on my live stream tonight at 7:30 on Twitch and YouTube. Pretty much just a relaxed Friday catch-up. Take care, guys. And if you're a fan of the channel and want to support us, there are a few ways you can. You can join us on YouTube or Patreon. Sign up for SelfWealth or Stake. Use our affiliate links at Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or AussieBroadband. You can buy our merch from HeiseSays, use Gold Pass from the Perth Mint, or support us via PayPal. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.